quick and dirty live tasting of Tim Denman's Huntsman's Brewing Hazy Woo Woo, which I believe is his version, a tweak of the Jedi Juice. But I don't actually know much about this beer, but I know it's hazy and hoppy, and therefore I wanted to drink it fairly quickly. This came to me in the post 2 days ago. It's been in the fridge ever since. Let's get it cracked and we'll have a chat about what's been going on. A little hiss. Oh yeah. Oh. Tim, looks pretty good, mate. Now the colour in this light, it's hard to see. I'm just going to go check it. Yeah, that's pale. Woo woo. Hey Huntsman. How are you, Mike? Oh, smells good. Yeah, it's a nice pale colour. It's not as dark as it looks here. Smells good, Tim. Smell ripe pineapple, mango, mosaic, I'm guessing. Is that a no, Nelson? Yeah, I'm just... Is it, what's that Australian one? It's not Equinox, it's not Eclipse, not Eldorado, and it's not Australian either. Anyway, it says like a sherbety one. It's nice. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers. Oh, Equinox. No mosaic, really. There you go. That's really good. And not only is that a delicious beer anytime, but you've got your packaging down right, I can tell. Not a whiff of oxidation there. Still very clean. I don't know what the percentage is. Tim, is it Jedi Juice strength or is it a bit lower? For those that don't know, Jedi Juice is around 7. It doesn't taste like 7. South Devon. Cheers, Will. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a long time, and yeah. Anyway, I'll have a little chat. 4%. It doesn't. That's a very smashable beer, and I can see how this would be your woo woo. Get you into trouble, even at 4%. So, 2 versions of the same question. In Australia, we are, well, I'm in Newcastle, and for those who don't know Australia geography very well, we're about 150 kilometres north of Sydney, so it's about a 2-hour drive. But Sydney and Greater Sydney, the Central Coast, which is only about an hour away, they're in stage 3 lockdown. They're calling it lockdown light, which is a bit lame. We've got the Delta variant. We were having, 50, 80, 115 cases a day, but it's now started to drop back a little bit. It was 87, 93, and now 67 or something. So it's certainly heading in the right direction. In Newcastle, things are pretty normal, except in all of New South Wales, it's mandatory to wear masks when you're inside, unless it's a residential setting. So basically everywhere except your house or a friend's house, and you're not allowed more than 5 people in a house at once. So in Newcastle, it's pretty good. In Sydney, a little bit dicey, could go either way, but touch wood. It's heading in the right direction, but they've just gone into another 2 weeks of lockdown, so That's the situation in Australia. In terms of what's been happening today, I've nearly waiting for Aramex to pick up the last of the boxes for the prizes for the Honey United Brewers comp. I delivered a bunch of them today. A few sore heads inflicted from the Hazy Woo Woo. Yeah, even at 4%, it just means you drank a lot. So delicious beer, Tim. Thanks so much for sending me this. But yeah, we had 12 prizes in all. No, 12 boxes, sorry. We had some really good sponsors. We had Hop Products Australia, gave us I can't remember how much hops. It was something like 8 1 kilo fresh hops of Eclipse, Vic Secret, and Galaxy. And then we divvied them up into half kilo and 375 grams, and so we were able to distribute those. The Newcastle Brew Shop has sponsored a number of vouchers. Foghorn Brewery, Beer Co. gave us a heap of grain and hops and yeast and stuff to send out. Lullermond sent out a bunch of yeast and merch to send out. We've had some local breweries give out free beer and to the winners and things. Am I missing any Grain-Fed and Shout Brewing? Belmont Homebrew. I think that's everybody. I apologise if it's not, but this is not a United Brewers channel, so yeah, but that's been really good. It's been a lot of work though. I think I spent like 4 hours or something sorting it all into boxes and packaging it up, because you want to try and get everything fair and anyway, blah blah blah. The woo woo. Feel free to send me the recipe for this, Tim. This is really nice. I'm guessing it's got a crap ton of hops in it though. I'm guessing like 200 to 300 grams dry hop. That's really nice. What's been happening with me? I've just sort of come out the other end of a really busy period of time. And it's nothing. It's just sort of when you say yes to things, and then they all just happen to be due or happening at the same date. Oh, by the way, Aiden, I saw your comment. I didn't say anything. Go ahead, dude. Fellow Danker. 2 lots of 300 gram dry hop. For how big a batch? Yeah, so I've been working on a transcription for a guy in Sydney for a mash that he's written. I took band camp for the local primary school, a night away with teachers and students, a 55 litre, so it's 2 lots of 100 and... Oh, that's not... Yeah, it's 300 grams in a 23 litre batch. And then we had concerts, and then I had school holidays and... Yeah, and work and other things. It was just all very crazy, and I've been doing the monthly videos for Beer Co, and I sort of did some more involved production with those guys. If you haven't seen them, I might, if I remember, put some links to them down below. There's a video on hard seltzers and fermentation 101, and but on Saturday I'm going to be speaking with a local distillery called Newey Distilling, and we're going to be talking what he does with his spirits and distillation. So if you want to see that, hopefully we'll have some really interesting chats, informative about that. Again, I'll put a link to the channel down below. But yeah, I've sort of, because I haven't been drinking so much, I haven't been brewing so much, because it just seems a bit of a waste to have. I mean, I love beers like this. Keep chugging hops until you get hop burn and back it up. Just a pinch. Oh dear. So true. Yeah, so yeah, it just seems a waste to have them sitting around because I love the hoppy beers, but they don't stay hoppy for forever. So that's why there's been not too much content, and with everything else and the Beer Co videos, I just haven't had time, really. I feel really bad because I, at the beginning of the year, it's like, I'm back, but I'm still here, we're still going. Um, yeah, oh, I will be doing another video, it's kind of related to this, that Tim sent. This is part of a little thing that a group of us have done. Beefer, I think, initiated it. Beefer, Lemo, Damo, Copy, Huntsman, and myself. I think that's the people. Gash and Parko were originally in it as well. But yeah, we've all decided to brew exactly the same recipe at roughly the right time, at the same time. So the beers are going to be a very similar age within 2 weeks or so, and we're going to post it all. I've received most of the beers, so I'm going to do a side-by-side tasting of those, which will be really interesting. And I'm really not piss fit at the moment, so hopefully it doesn't get too messy. But we might do a live, all of us tasting together. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, let us know if you want to see that. And we'll just get a little bit. What are we going to be drinking? Like 2.5 liters of beer each, and talking about it. That could be really interesting, or it could be really boring, or both. Yeah. So that's about all that's happening with me. Obviously, I don't know if I said it, but I did win. I did get some places for my IPA that I entered. It was basically Gash's recipe from the Hop Stomper clone that he put up, which I kind of tweaked, and my big boy Imperial Stout that I brewed with Carl, Floor Sweepers Union, when he was in Newcastle. It didn't get a place, but it came fourth, and so it scored really well. And they're both good beers. Happy with the feedback. And obviously last year's comp I had some oxidation issues, and the beers that I brewed, they're okay, but I sort of just entered them in just to see what would happen, and mainly to mess with the judges because of the yeast. It was the Philly Sour Berliner Weiss that I used. Anyway, yeah, so pretty happy, but yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna, wow, that 700 mils just evaporating, Tim. Chip the hops in until the fermenter catches fire. Oh, I don't know, Gibbo. I did a recipe which had 600 gram dry hop. It was I think it was something like 200 grams day 1 and 400 grams day 5. And I don't think that was the only issue with the beer, but there was definitely burn. That was 600 grams for a 23 litre batch. And I mean, I also lost about 4 or 5 litres of beer, so I only got about 15, 16 litres into the keg. Yeah, I am very much enjoying it, Huntsman. Yeah, and that was at the end of the day. I sort of said, yeah, I can do 600 grams, but I'm really not enjoying the beer. And it, for the first, I think Carl tasted it. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, Carl tasted, and the aroma and early on was phenomenal. 600 grams of Galaxy in there. But I think my packaging game was not as good as it is now. And I probably didn't treat it the best, and I should have. So I might have to revisit that. Certainly having a filter would help. Maybe I've got a filter in the pickup tube, like an inline filter to filter into the keg as well would be probably worth it. Yeah, it was grassy, but there was also, I don't know what it was. There was a savoury note to it. It's like a meaty note. That's the only way I can describe it. It wasn't smoky. It was like kind of an earthy, and I don't know, and it's not grassy. Because there is a touch, just a touch of that fresh hop. There's a touch of grassiness in it, but I like it, and yeah, and nice clean malt bill too. This is, I wouldn't say that this is a bad grassy. This is just, there's a shitload of hops in here, grassy. Yeah. So, I thought I'd take the opportunity because I pre-made dinner, because this week I'm just a legend at dinner, pre-preparing, so I just need to whack it in the oven. And I thought, kids are happy. I've had a big day. I feel like a beer. And I need to say thank you to Tim for the Hazy Woo Woo. So why not just do a live video? And I can just say g'day to everyone. Wanting to miss a Stass. That's every day, mate. That's every day. She's just so sick of it. Sorry, I missed your comment before, Will. Yeah, I've got a mate who lives in London, and I've been sort of keeping up with things in London through him. It's not good, but as I said to him, at least England's got it's not good. I know that, but at least England seems to be 60% vaccinated, and Australia, we're not even into double digits yet in terms of our vaccinations. So the next couple of months is going to be interesting. The good old Scotty, he says he's got 1 million doses a year, 1 million doses a week coming in, but our daily vaccination rates at the minute only account for about 70,000 vaccinations a week. So there's about 900,000 vaccines that are arriving. Well, that's just in New South Wales, to be fair. But even if we times that by everyone, but still like 500,000 doses that aren't being administered a week. Anyway, we're getting political again. So I think I'm going to go. 18 minutes. I need to put dinner in the oven, or the kids are going to start gnawing their elbows off. Huntsman, thank you so much for sending me this. It's an absolute pleasure to drink. And like I said, feel free to send me the recipe. That'd be awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you a little bit sooner than the last video. But I don't really have any plans to to brew any beer. But maybe we'll just do the live one for the Beefers New Zealand Pale Ale. That's definitely, I will put that up on my channel or whatever. So cheers everyone, and hope everyone's doing well. Cheers Will from the UK, and hello to everyone who's watching this after the fact. Cheers, thank you, and stay safe everyone. Cheers. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, it's been too long since I've done this.